Everyone, and welcome to another episode of Radiant Central, and I'm your host Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So recently I've received a lot of emails from people that have gone on to a healthier lifestyle and eating good and taking care of themselves, and they're really passionate about it, but at the same time they're feeling quite isolated. Their friends, their family are not really interested in these things, they don't really relate, and they feel quite alone because they don't really have any friends or anyone to hang out with that have similar interests. So today what I want to do is share some suggestions on how to meet more people and make more friends that do share similar interests, that you can relate to, and that are interested and want to do the same things you want to do. So the first suggestion I have is to brainstorm. Make a huge list of all the things you love to do, things that make your heart sing. So it could be activities you like to do, or it could be places you like to go and visit, all the things that you love to do, plus all the things that you've been wanting to do or been meaning to do, but haven't yet done. On top of that list, I want you also to brainstorm what are the things and places that people that would share similar interests as you, where would they be hanging out? What would they be doing? Where could you potentially be meeting these people? And I want you to include that on the list as well. So for example, let's say you're really into healthy eating. Then how about taking a healthy cooking course, or going to a workshop or a seminar in healthy living, or even enrolling in a nutrition course, or if you're interested in exercise, why not brainstorm and think about other activities you can do, other courses you can take, and it might be Pilates, it might be yoga, it might be martial arts, or maybe joining a running group or joining an outdoor walking or hiking group. All sorts of things. There's many things you can do that involve other people and that everyone shares similar interests. And this also is not only about doing these kind of activities, it might also be doing volunteer work. Let's say you're really into gardening. Why not volunteer at a community garden, or volunteer on an organic farm or permaculture farm? Or if you like to work with a community and you're really into the environment, joining a community environmental group, or you can do volunteer work at an animal shelter or a homeless shelter if you're interested in different causes, because that's where you're going to meet people that do have similar values, similar interests. And it's all about getting yourself out there and doing things you like to do, doing things that you're interested in doing, and doing things that involve other people. Even if you're on your own and you're all alone, that actually increases the probability of actually meeting people, because if you're always doing things with someone else or a group, you're less likely to meet other people, whereas when you're on your own, you're more approachable. And I was also thinking too of getting ideas about how to just get yourself out there. Instead of staying at home and working on the computer, why not take the laptop with you and go to a healthy juice bar, or go to a healthy cafe or restaurant and do your computer work there, or do work on a journal there, or read there. But just get yourself out, because then there's potential of meeting people. The second thing is to talk about what you're interested in. Talk about the activities you're doing. Talk about what you did over the weekend. And this is not about talking about your diet and trying to convert someone to eating how you do, or trying to get someone into the same things you're doing, but just sharing in conversation as to what you're doing, what your interests are. Because a lot of times people turn around and say, oh, I didn't know you were interested in that. I have a friend of mine that loves doing that. You know, I should connect the two of you because you have a lot in common. I have to say, so many times, I've made so many friends through other people, just by me talking about something I did over the weekend, or a book I was reading, or things I'm interested in. I've even over the years was set up on so many blind dates through this, you know, just by letting people know of what are the things I like to do? Who am I? So do talk to people about what you're doing and your interests. The next thing is to also be creative with the network of friends that you already have. Even though you might not share similar interests, and they might not be into eating healthy and taking care of themselves, or natural health, or any of that, there might be certain things that you do have in common with that you can do together, and also potentially meet other people through them by doing these activities. So for example, you might have a friend that's so not into eating healthy or any of that, but this friend loves to walk, and you might decide, hey, you might actually approach them and say, do you want to every week, do you want to go hiking? And we can do different trails. And if you have any friends that are interested in doing this, get them to join us, because you never know who you're going to meet through other people. And a lot of times it's about creating the opportunity. If you're into healthy eating and cooking and you have a friend that loves to cook, why not put together a little potluck and tell them to invite their other friends that are interested in that as well? You just never know, and it's coming up with ideas and coming up with ways of getting yourself out there. How I'd like to end, though, is by talking about having a healthy balance. As great as it is to have friends that you share everything in common with and you're surrounded by like-minded people, I also find it's important to have a balance with having people in your life and in your social network that you don't have that much in common with. We need to always have a balance, and we need things to be well-rounded. The more well-rounded your social life is, the more well-rounded you are. A lot of people ask me if my husband is as much of a health enthusiast as me. And I have to actually say, absolutely not. My husband's not interested in natural health and eating healthy, none of that. But I do prepare and cook all our meals, and everything is like crazy healthy. And my husband loves my food, but he doesn't love it because it's healthy. He loves it because it tastes good. My husband also loves to do juice fasting. He adores it. It's not because he's interested in the health benefits or doing a cleanse or any of that. He just likes it because he gets to lose a few pounds and feel lighter, and I have to make him his juices all day and give him extra love and attention. And what I find is that because we have a lot of differences, that's what makes our relationship exciting, and it makes me more balanced. If I was always around people that had similar interests and believed in the same things as me, my life would become quite small and narrow. And I find by being around all sorts of people, people that do share similar interests, but also people that don't, I feel that I get more out of my life. I get more out of my relationships with people. I learn more. So it's important always to keep in mind to embrace what you already have, but to expand it, all right? So I just want to remind everyone too that the next 10-day juice fasting program begins next Monday, February 4th, and it's an online program. People from all over the world do it, and pretty much it's a 10-day juice fast where everyone gets together, and there's an online forum where everyone gets to connect, and when you sign up for the juice fast, you get a little ebook that outlines the whole juice fast, the transition diet on and off the juice fast, and explains everything. And there's also daily videos for the juice fast every single day. It's about 20 to 40 minutes long each video, and it walks you through everything you need to know about juice fasting, and it's perfect for beginners, people that have never done a juice fast before, and it's a lot of fun for people that have done juice fasting before, because there's a forum, everyone gets to connect and motivate each other, and it's a group effort. And I'm on the juice fasting forum every single day answering questions and offering support, and it's just a lot of fun. So if you're interested, go to my website at radiantcentral.com and look on the menu bar. There's products, click on that, and you'll see the juice fasting program. All right, so have a fabulous weekend, you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.